Hey guys, welcome back to Fangirlz Assemble. We were chatting.
We were just talking.
Sorry.
Lost track of time.
You know how it is. It's a Friday. It's the end of the work day. You want to catch up with your friend before you.
Yeah.
You guys are talking about Joker, One Operation Joker, which is a silly name.
You know, it is, but it's funny. I don't know about you. I mean, we can get to this later. I didn't clock the title and why it was called that until this volume. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's still a dumb title, but
yeah,
because he specifically like says it.
Yeah. Oh, also, thank you. Emoji game on point, James. Hello, Kristan. Hey, hello, everybody. Happy Friday.
You know what they should do this Friday?
What?
They should really check out our wonderful sponsor, InStockTrades.com. And I'll tell you why. Well, let me tell you. They have the best deals for collected editions. You know, that's what we love talking about here. You can get wonderful, incredible books. There's a lot of new stuff that I really want right now. So check out that new tab for sure.
Yeah.
But there's also a red tag sale still. And the red tag sale, it's 60% or more with some titles, right?
Ridiculous.
It is wild. Check it out. There's a lot of good stuff still in there. You got some Omnis, you got some OHCs, got some great trades. So check out that sale. And you know, if you're in the States, $50 or more, you spend that, you get free shipping.
Totally worth it.
And it's great shipping.
It's someone's birthday. Pretend it's yours. Buy yourself a gift.
Yeah. My birthday's on 4/20. Buy yourself a book for me. Do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Be great.
You know, I think I have more than one friend who's got a birthday on that day. It's very interesting to have multiple 4/20 birthday friends.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't.
That's one, but there's other ones.
I grew up with like my bestie growing up across the street. Like, you know, you always have that friend like right across the street. His birthday was also 4/20, but like a year before.
Yeah.
And when, this is a silly story, but when he told my mom when his birthday was, she thought he was just like copying off of me.
Oh.
So she went and talked to his mom and she was like, oh, that's his birthday.
Did they make you guys have joint birthday parties?
I don't think we
ever did. That's what my mom would have done.
Yeah. I don't recall that. I'll have to ask.
Well, no, I was trying to find a good segue between birthdays and this manga. There's that one. So we're back talking about DC manga, particularly Joker, One Operation Joker. I did go ahead and read the next bit of Superman versus Meshi in case we need to fill time. Because, you know, I might as well.
I would like an update on that anyway. Absolutely.
This continues to be so good, Joker.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Guys, get on this track. Like, it's so cheap on InStockTrades.com. There's no reason not to get it.
Those are list price $10. Yeah. So on IST, it's like 5 something.
Yeah, let me look it up exactly.
I think.
It's ridiculous. And it's so worth it. Like, every time I read these, yeah, it's like $5.79.
I mean, okay. Where else are you going to get one that price, but also like for the content that I think is A+, 5 stars all around. It never gets old. I don't know how long this is going to be. I haven't looked that up.
Yeah, I'll read it forever. I don't care.
I was going to say, I wanted to go on.
Baby.
Come on. Look at that little baby.
Because you also get to see him. I love it. You're getting to see him grow up a bit, which is really fun.
Yeah. Like he starts talking at the end of this book.
Yeah, it's really, really sweet. I love it so much. And there's like, and the way that everybody else gets involved, and the way he just loves him so much.
At this point, I'm really wondering, okay, because if anyone happens to not know, like the whole concept is Batman. Was it like a ray, or did he like have liquid on him? I don't know. Something happened.
I can't remember anymore.
I can't remember either for the first volume. Yeah. Made him a baby, and the Joker's like, oh man, I gotta raise this kid and be sure he's Batman so I can beat him later. But he has to have like the same values, and he has to be Batman. Like, I'm not gonna raise him as a villain. I gotta raise him as Batman.
Because I love that he's like, oh, he doesn't see him as a baby. It's like, oh, I gotta kill him. Because that's not what the Joker wants. He wants his whole passion is having this rival, his other side. Yeah. He's like, who am I without him? Like, well, better raise him.
And that's what he does. And I'm wondering now, because again, I don't know how long this is gonna be. Are we really gonna see like the trajectory of him growing up? Because that would be awesome. you get like a teenage Batman who's like giving him attitude and stuff. Like, I love that idea. And even to see at the end when he's an adult and they have to like battle for the first time or something. Like, what's
he's
that
not gonna be able to do
like?
it.
Yeah, what's it gonna look like?
Because like, and he's already so in this whole thing too, like, because right at the beginning of this, he picks him back up from like Alfred has him. Alfred has baby Batman, but doesn't know that it's Bruce really. Just knows it's kind of a baby Batman. And he can't get him to calm down. Alfred, aka the best mom of DC, is trying to calm down this baby. And the only thing that makes him calm down is when he sees like the Joker's picture on like the basically bat board of enemies. He's like, oh, so he brings it back to Joker, who's so upset and wants him back and doesn't know what to do. And actually, for a second, leaves there. He's like, okay, they're going to raise him better than I can. But he can't let it go. Oh, and he can't handle, being in the baby room and thinking about him. And he's like, no, I have to get my boy back. That's my boy.
Yeah, it's so, there's a point where like he comes home when he doesn't have him. And he's thinking about like not returning to his life, right?
Yeah.
And he's like looking around, like, what did my apartment become? There's like baby toys everywhere, and there's signs of him being here. It's oddly more heartfelt than I think anyone picking this up would expect.
I love it. I love the story. Like, we're just gonna talk about all of it. I don't care. It's a silly, goofy manga. But there's one part in this where he gets a call from the school because little baby Batman is at like a little preschool, and he gets a call that he's in trouble. He's hit a kid. And he's like, wait a second. He starts to get really upset because for a lot of reasons. Mostly he's like, Batman would never do that. He would just hit a kid. There's got to be something else going on. And they talk like, oh yeah, he hit this kid. This is what happened. And he talks to him. And it's really, he's still like a baby. He can't really give it up, or he can't talk. He's like a little toddler. And he's like, why'd you hit him? Was he mean to you? And he goes, did he hit you first? Mm-hmm. It's like, wait a second. Was he hitting, did he hit someone else? And so little baby Batman was already protecting someone else. And he gets like this thank you note. And he's like, tell me the kid's name. I just want to talk to him. Like, I just want to.
Yeah, this little girl was being bullied. And he was like, absolutely not, which was so cute. I would read a whole side story of like baby Batman's adventures in like daycare.
Yeah, honestly, I should go all the way with this. I know there's like that. There's like tiny. There's like those little Gotham Kids books or whatever, right? But I like this because, I mean, this is all really goofy and like silly things, but it does kind of treat you like an adult reader reading something that's just very silly, I guess. Yeah,
I get it's a weird combination of like the silly, because like there are moments where obviously I'm laughing and it's like, but then there's moments where I'm like, this is adorable and the cutest thing I've ever read. And then again, oddly heartfelt with like his whole relationship with him.
Yeah.
And you feel for him. And you're like, but this guy's a killer. But like, I'm feeling for him,
Best Joker book I've ever read. But I mean, I'm saying it because I've been really tired of Joker in general. But that, I really love a lot of Joker stories. But the way DC uses him to make money in a way just means that you get inundated with so much Joker in the films, right? In games and everything. He's just
market
always
was saturated.
There. Yeah. And so like I enjoyed Joker in the Harley Quinn animated series later on because he is like a dad in that. And I enjoy him in this because that's all that he's doing. It's just seeing this like really goofy guy. His walls are coming down. So he's still doing things in really silly, odd ways. But he's just being like a regular dad. And also they put him into like, because this is a manga written by, it's created by a Japanese person. They put him in like a Japanese setting pretty much. Like it's Gotham still. But like the way they deal with it's very like a Japanese way. So if you see a lot of things happen in this manga, you'd see other ways. Like even in earlier chapters of just like, or I guess this one he gets some like special food and stuff too to like treat him, and it's like my boy deserves the best today. Like he deserves a whole meal with the little flags in it, like the whole thing. Oh, and the way he's thinking about already planning his whole future. He's talking to one of his like henchmen who has a kid, or like who's a little bit older. He's like, oh, have you ever thought about this? And like what school to get him into and how you need to take these tests to do this. And like putting all this pressure on him. Harley Quinn's like, whoa.
He was already talking about like high school for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's imagining him growing up and then becoming Batman. He's like, that's still the trajectory. But yeah, I would love to see this go forever, one. But also, I really want to see adult, like Joker hanging out with adult Bat Baby, because he's not being called Bruce Wayne. Although once he gets old enough, he'll know then. Right?
Yeah, and I mean that's another like aspect of it, right? It's like when he gets older, or will there be a whole plot where he's like, oh my gosh, I turned into a baby and then Joker raised me, which he could be angry about, I guess, but at the same time, he raised him with love, oddly, like, right? Like, so that would be fun to like hear that even inner monologue of like him dealing with those feelings, because I'm sure there'll be a lot.
And I guess Joker would just become like another Alfred in a way, probably.
Or are they just gonna like have him revert back at some point? Like something happens and he's an adult again. But he has those memories of being.
Oh, that would be nice. At least if they do that. If they got rid of that, I'd be sad. I need him to remember everything.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
This would be a great animated series too. And I don't know how long this is gonna go. I was just trying to look it up, and I don't really see a lot of consensus. Oh, wait, no. What do you mean? No, this is it.
Well, I wondered that because on the app it said 3 of 3, but then I got to the end and I was like, this isn't an end.
It doesn't feel like
it's not an end.
On the DC, like this is like the wiki, but it says it was a limited series.
All right, Maddie, let's just end it all right now. Let's just shut down the show. Let's go. If that's the case, I'm so bothered.
Why do they do that to us? I love this. Wait, does that mean Superman versus Messi is done too? Don't take this away from me. No.
Too good to be true. Too good to be true.
Oh, I bet it is.
I really wondered that when I saw 3-3, but I was like, oh, that just means that's all that's out, right?
Yeah, that's also it's also a limited series. I'm surprised because like
there's no.
It feels like it's doing well. I see these volumes everywhere. They're like all the targets.
And I feel like it's a good like gateway middle getting manga readers into this too. Plus, it's great price point.
It's so rare for like a Western property turned manga to be good. That like never happens because there's that for everything. Like, didn't we? What was it? It's not a Buffy manga. It was something weird. It was a weird manga, like an Avril Lavigne manga or something. But I've seen that happen for like books and series and stuff, and they're never good.
Yeah.
Ever.
There's like an X-Men one I remember growing up, the Mangaverse.
Yeah.
And it was
because they were all jumping onto that like like late 90s, like, oh, trend people like manga and anime. We have to do our own.
Which and Marvel's coming out with that Deadpool one right now, which I haven't read.
Oh yeah,
like,
I heard it's good.
So they're all like doing, and I love a good like.
Well, Star Wars manga's good.
Yeah, I need to read that. I love a good like kind of an Elseworld kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I want something that's not in continuity more often than not. Well, now we're just sad.
Well, bummer. Maybe somebody will hear this. I doubt it.
Maybe they are selling well and they'll be like, you know what? Let's do more.
Be.
That'd be nice. Or hey, they should probably just at least do it on Webtoon, right? I mean, would this not blow up on what? Come on.
Oh, it's perfect. Or you can keep this running on DC Universe forever. Who cares?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's fine.
Let's do that.
Well, Superman vs. Batman Volume 3 was really good.
Did it feel like
very silly?
Probably not.
No, it didn't at all.
I feel like there's more plot in the Joker one, obviously, but
yeah, there is.
Still, like I got to the end and I'm like, okay, great. Well, where's the rest?
In Superman vs. Messi, something happens and he almost dies.
Oh.
And they're trying to figure out how to bring him back. But while they're all like thinking, all the Justice League. Oh, they like, oh, the only thing that's going to bring him back is a mother box, which is like the thing that kind of helped Cyborg come back to life. And so the mother box shows up, but it turns into a microwave. And like, that's weird. And so then they all heat up all of this like frozen Japanese meals that Superman had brought to the base. And they eat it, and the smell of it wakes him up. And his love for Japanese food. He also has another thing. There's like a memorial for his dad. So a lot of people come out for it. And his mom is really stressed out because she didn't book the cafe for all of them to go to after like I guess it was I don't know if it was a recent funeral or not. But there was no space. And she's like, I don't know. There's way more people here than I thought there'd be. There's like 30 people. What am I going to do? And he's like, oh, man, I don't know. He's like, oh, wait, I know where we can go. We can go eat this Japanese place. She's like, that's over there. What are you talking about? He's like, no, it's no problem. And he's like, oh, my friend Superman is here. And Superman shows up and puts all these people in this like crate thing. And then carries them over to Japan to go eat at this like traditional like sit down tatami room like eatery. And he helps them decide what food to eat because they get overwhelmed at first. There's too many options. Hi, Yuna. And they all have a great time, and it's really emotional. And the one uncle is being rude. He just like uses Superman powers to freeze him in place. So and then he's so excited that he forgets them there and brings the restaurant back instead. That's the story. And it was cute. It's very cute still. Like it's a
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like this happens to us all the time. Like
it does. Like that. I'm chubby, yes. But I'm your hero.
Yes.
Which devastated me.
It's also 3 volumes and didn't have an ending.
And it was perfect. This is so hard.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer.
I either start something and it like doesn't have enough volumes, or it has a million volumes. I'm never gonna have enough money. Well, if I really budget and focus, I could, but like catching up on these is hard.
Right. Absolutely.
Man.
What a bummer. Well, I think I still.
You guys should still get them. I was
gonna say I'm gonna get the 3rd volume. I have the other 2. And we can read them on DC Infinite. But I'm like, I want to own these because they're so great.
Well, it's silly not.
They're so cheap.
The price is so good.
They're so cheap,
and it's something I'd reread.
Yeah,
like absolutely. And we'll say it's the kind of thing you love to like show to friends and have them read too. Like there's books like that. I'm like, this is so silly and perfect. It's the perfect thing to be like, you have to read this. Like, it's just
you'll never find another story like this specifically.
You
from the big 2,
No, they don't give us these.
Great, no, and they're not going to give us enough apparently.
No, and that's why
at least we got a taste.
Like the closest thing we have is like, Black Label stuff like Peacemaker tries hard, where it's like, here's something for you.
Mm-hmm.
Which I read that over a new reader this week with Peter, and he loved it. He's like, I don't like funny books usually. I don't. It doesn't work for me. He's like,
Maddie,
this. So
I should have been on that show, Maddie.
Sorry.
I'm glad you loved it though.
Throwing things out there.
Yeah.
You guys should still read it.
You should. I agree. I totally agree. It's worth it.
Oh man. Well, let me look. What's next for Sunday?
We had talked about Battle Royale volume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still good with you?
Yeah, if you're into it.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a fun time. I'm excited to dig into this and be like, this is problematic, but
we're gonna cringe the whole time, but then kind of enjoy it. I don't know what that says about us, but
sometimes it's nice to have that, though.
I know. I agree.
I just want to dig into property and see what it's about.
Yeah.
Well, just keep going for a little bit. What have you been into lately? What have you been watching?
See, my watching is boring for everyone watching, which is Big Brother. Just went back into.
Well, the Circle comes back next month.
What's up?
The Circle comes back next month.
I know. I'm so excited. Do we know what day? Oh, I'm about to write it down.
I don't even know what
the internet knows.
Circle season. Come on. What's the season 6? Circle season 6 release date. April 17th, baby.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought it was near my birthday. So what a treat.
They did it for you.
What a treat for me. Just for me.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's so exciting.
Yeah, I've been watching Physical 100 season 2. which is the Korean like physical competition show. And I love it because they're all so nice. Like weirdly.
Yeah.
They're like, because you like one of the first thing is everyone has to be on treadmills. So there's like 100 treadmills. And like the lower, like the upper 50 by like their rank gets to choose. So it goes like first, second, third, and they get to choose who they want to go in this like hand-to-hand thing by like you have to keep the ball away from each other or whatever. But they choose people like, oh wait, it'd be an honor to challenge you. Like in America, they'd be like, I'm gonna choose a woman. You know what I mean? And maybe some big dude like, haha, how do we get out of this? And they wouldn't think about like, it's so cool.
I love a good reality show where like people can be nice and supportive.
Yeah, they hug each other after.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat the crap out of each other, and then they're like, "That's really great."
That's cute because I know that's why like people love the British baking show, which I still haven't watched, but I feel like I would enjoy because of that. Yeah.
I'm a Taskmaster girl, so that's my.
I mean, I love Taskmaster. Yeah, absolutely. I need to get back into that too.
I need to watch the rest of Mae Martin's season.
Oh, it's so good. I loved it so much.
Kristan, Elon wants you to.
I don't know why you want. I don't think I have any of my pens near me. I actually organized stuff recently. I have a random ink bottle, but that doesn't do anything for you.
Oh, do you like calligraphy pens?
I like fountain pens.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've never been good with those, but I think I hold my pencil incorrectly. So I think it's messed up because I hold it between my.
You could still.
So I can't. I don't
well, as long as you have the nib up, like you're fine.
I also, right. It's messed me up my whole life. So like, you're supposed to go down in certain layers. I go up. Like it's. No one stopped me.
I kind of get it because like I feel like when I write, just like not even in cursive, like half my letters are blending into the other ones. You know.
Yeah.
Like I don't pick up my pen a lot.
Yeah. Just some facts about us.
Just some fun facts.
Am I ready? Well, I'll share my reads later, but I have been reading.
Hey,
people can see my good reads.
I've not.
I just finally return. What happens is I check out a lot of books from the library. I forget to return them forever, and then I finally do, and then I read a bunch, and then I repeat.
I totally do the same thing.
So that's how it is.
Elon says naming them is fine. I mean, Elon, I feel like I've probably named some of my favorites for you, but I love a Lamy Safari, classic. I love a Twisby, classic. I love a Kaveco Sport because they're so cute and little. Those are some of my favorites.
These names are incredible.
Thank you so much.
Because I'm just like, what's his name? You could be lying, and I'd be like, wow.
I'm a pen nerd, yeah.
I just finished reading The Third Person by Emma Grove, and it's amazing.
I don't know that one.
Third Person, Emma Grove. It's a novel. Unforgettable memoir about trauma and the barriers to gender-affirming healthcare. Oh, cool. Oh, it's not a novel. It's a graphic novel. They just wrote.
Oh, cool. I'm going to write that down, Chris.
Yeah. I'm going to check it out.
Third Person. That sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I wish I had something more interesting to say. I haven't done much. I've watched all the Three Body Problem on Netflix. That was good. And besides that, I haven't been doing a whole lot besides work.
I get it. I haven't really read anything other than this Joker book. Like I just really haven't. I have stuff near me. I know I need to pick up. Like I want to read the next volume of My Sister the Cat.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's here. I feel like I show this every time, but I still need to read The Breakfast with My Two-Tailed Cat.
I need to request those from my library. I did read a really good manga. It's not near me. Plus, I don't want to ruin everything for Halls and Reads because usually we get to Halls and Reads and I'm like, I don't have anything, but I do this time. But I read, oh gosh, the title is so long. Yokohama. Oh, let me check on here on my Goodreads. Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko. And it's some like future. It's a very like slice of life deal. It's one of those deluxe like chunky mangas. Where this girl, she's a robot. her master left her owner or whoever forever ago. She just runs this coffee shop by herself that basically nobody comes to except for a couple of locals. And she's just living this very like chill life. And that's it. And it's great.
Love
it's
that.
Just very relaxing. It is a very cozy read, and I definitely recommend it. There's like another robot that shows up and stuff, but she lives kind of in the like in the country, so she does a lot of like country people, like the local fishermen, and like this little kid who's like gets into trouble and stuff, and she just tries to serve coffee.
I love that. We love a good slice of life where we're just chilling.
I heard the 3 Body Problem books are super dense. Is the show easy to follow? Yeah, the show's easy to follow. I heard that about the book as well, but I really, really like the show a lot because they like mix some characters together and also change some others so it would flow better. I don't have Peacock. Lisa Frankenstein's not showing me on Peacock. I wanted to watch that. That's by Zelda Williams. Robin Williams.
Oh, okay.
It's got one of the Sprouse twins, the good one, I think.
Oh, okay, good.
He's like the person she rises from the dead or whatever.
I love the title.
I'm pretty sure he's a good one because there's the pretentious one and there's like the one who cosplays, and that one's good.
There's Dylan and Cole, but I don't know which one's which as far as good or bad.
Oh man, okay.
Why do I know their names though? I don't know.
Have you? Or are you gonna watch Quiet on Set?
I've started it. Yep.
Okay. I want to talk to you about it later.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll keep it that. We'll be here Sunday, usual time, talk about Battle Royale. So the next 3 volumes, correct?
Yeah. So that's 4 to 6.
So 4 to 6 coming out. Let's talk about the highs and the lows of Battle Royale and how probably we'll still not be able to give it a rating. We'll have to say we read it on Goodreads because we like it, but also
I'm still rating it because I'm like, listen, I know it's like anything of a certain time, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have problems. Maybe there's more than usual. I don't know, but we'll talk about
it. It could be worse.
That bar is just so low, isn't it?
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be. It could be worse. I don't think Dan Schneider was involved in these, so that's good.
Thank God. He doesn't think women are funny. But you know who else doesn't? Other people that don't like our show.
Literally, yeah. So many comic fans.
If you see people say that, you should not talk to them, guys, in the chat. Just like know that person's not a safe person for you to talk to. Oh yeah, the 5th episode's coming out.
I heard about that.
I'll be watching it. Yeah, I watched the first episode by myself, and then I was like, Ellie, do you want to watch it? And he said yes. And then we sat down with the 2nd episode, and then just didn't stop because you can't.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we sat down and just watched a few, and we're like, okay, we need to walk away for a second, and then
it's tough. Anyways, all right. Check out our lovely sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Have a nice Friday night. Do something good for yourself. Buy a book.
Buy
yourself
a book.
Stock Trades.
Buy multiple books.
Yeah. And we'll see you all on Sunday. Bye.